Hello my fellow Gooners and welcome to Arsenal TV. This is my preview for the Arsenal versus Leicester game at the King Power Stadium tomorrow, 12 o'clock kickoff UK time. Now earlier today we know that Tottenham was playing against West Ham, but before that we was all hoping that we would most likely probably get top four, and we probably might have needed Chelsea to lose or maybe draw a game. But that kind of has not even happened now, because Spurs, now when you looked at that game between Spurs and West Ham, you would have thought, well, that's got to be an easy 3 points for Tottenham. Well, no, it didn't go that way. West Ham ended up winning the game 1-0, and Antonio scored it. So maybe top three is now maybe in our hands also, as well as top four. Now if you look at the West Ham game, now Spurs, that is their 12th defeat in the Premier League this season, and that's exactly the same to Wolves. So really, if you think about it, top three is now back in our hands. So Arsenal need to go for it. We need to show the fight, the passion, and we need to get this game done and dusted. Maybe the players need to show some fight, not like what they done against Wolves. We don't want none of that. Now we know that our away record is one of the worst in the league. We've only won 2 games in the Premier League, and that is about it. Now, a couple of months ago, I think if you looked at this game against Leicester a couple of months ago, you would have thought, yeah, this is going to be an easy win. But if you want to think about it now, things just was not going right with Claudio Paule as the manager, and I think that was a reason why he got sacked, because they wasn't getting enough results. They wasn't getting the results that they should have got. Now Brendan Rodgers has now come in as their manager. Now a lot of their games that they've had seem to have gone in their favour. Now if you take a look at Leicester's game last time out, they played against Newcastle, which was at the King Power, and Leicester lost the game. Newcastle went into that game with one strategy, and that was to have a solid defensive balance. But Arsenal doesn't have that. We don't have that at all. We can't go into this game and play a defensive game when we've got Muppets in defence. We can't do that. When you've got the likes of Mustafi that's making mistakes week in, week out, we just can't do that. We can't play a solid defensive game. We just can't. But now in this game, Arsenal we have to stand up and we have to be counted. The team selection has to be spot on. Unai Emery has to get it right. I don't want none of this rotation thing for El Neni and Guendouzi. I don't want that. But I think that the players need to come out from minute 1, and we need to get out of the traps straight away, because I think with Leicester, they will cause us problems in the channels, and I think that'll be down to Jamie Vardy. I think he'll be one of the main players that will cause us those problems in the channels. And you know what? And if you remember now, the last time that Arsenal played at the King Power Stadium, we lost. We absolutely lost, and which is understandable because of our away record. Now, the most talking point during that game was Mavropanos getting sent off in the first 10 minutes of that game. And then we was against the ropes. Everything just wasn't going our way. I remember Aubameyang scored the goal, but it just wasn't enough. So, yeah, I'm hoping that it is going to be a tough game. I think I would like to see us get the 3 points. I really would. To keep the top 4 hopes alive and to get in that Champions League position. So to me, this is our last chance. It's our last chance, because, you know, with Tottenham losing, it's kind of opened the gates for us to sneak in. But if you look at it, I don't think none of us want it. Arsenal have lost games, Chelsea have lost games, Man United have lost games, and I don't think none of us want it. It seems to me that we're just throwing it away. You might as well give it to a team like Wolves, because they seem to want it, but we're just throwing it away. That is our main problem. Now I know Chelsea have got to play against Man United, And do you know what? Man United haven't been playing that great, to be quite honest. So Chelsea might maybe win that game. But this is a must-win for us. We've got to win our last remaining games. So, guys, with that said, I'm going to get into my predicted lineup, and this is what I'm going with. I'm going with a back three and playing with wing-backs. So, in goal is going to be Bernd Leno. Pretty plain and simple choice. He is the Premier League goalkeeper, and he is the #1 goalkeeper. He made 2 sloppy errors against in that Wolves game. And do you know what? Even though I think that he is still a world-class goalkeeper, it's just a defence that's in front of him. But apart from that, I've got no problems in putting Leno in goal, and I just feel that he just needs to tighten up those errors that he made against Wolves. So I'm going to go with Bernd Leno. I'm going to move into the defensive area, and in that back three. First off, I'm going to go with Laurent Koscielny. I don't think he had a great game against Wolves, to be honest. I think that he wasn't the best of defenders, but he's got to be very, very careful and very, very cautious. So I'm going to go with Laurent Koscielny. Playing alongside him is Socrates. I don't think that Socrates even had a good game against Wolves, to be honest, but I feel that Socrates was the better defender out of the two during that game, so that's what I'm going to go with, Socrates. Also alongside them, I'm going to go with Nacho Monreal. Not a very, very great game for him last time out. He was getting caught out in the channels against Wolves, and we don't want the same. He's got to be very, very careful. Now, I was considering him putting Mustafi in there, but no, I'm just going to stick with Nacho Monreal, so that is what I'm going to go with. We're going to move into the wing backs. First off, on the right wing back, I'm going to go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Didn't have a good game against Wolves, let's put it that way. Also didn't have a great game against Crystal Palace either. But I want the performance like he has played in previous games where he has played well. So I'm going to go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Playing as the left wing back, I'm going to go with C. Koležník. Now, he also did not have a good game whatsoever. I feel that what my problem is with him is his crossing. He needs to work on it. As I said in my previous video, he's alright going forward, but he just can't cross that ball, and I think that is something that he needs to work on. So I'm going to go with Sead Koležník. We're going to move into the midfielding area, and this is what I'm going with. First off, I'm going to go with Lucas Torreira. I don't think that he had a good game whatsoever against Wolves. I'm hoping that he puts in a better performance like he has done in the past. So I'm going to go with Lucas Torreira. Playing alongside him is going to be Granit Xhaka. Again, another player that has not played well, that did not play great against Wolves. He was the main fault for that third goal. Sloppy ball to give away, but I'm hoping he puts in a better performance, so I'm going to go with Granit Xhaka. We're going to move into the attacking area. Playing in that number 10 role, I'm going to go with Mesut Ozil. Now, to be honest, I don't think Mesut Ozil had a great game against Wolves, but he wasn't the worst player on the field. Let's be honest, I don't think that Mesut Ozil was the worst player. Let's put it that way. I don't think he was. My only problem with Mesut Ozil is that he keeps pulling out a 50-50 tackles, and I don't really like that at all. And I want to see him to play a bit better. So I'm going to go with Mesut Ozil. I'm going to move into the two strikers that play up front. First off, I'm going to go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now, I know that he didn't play against Wolves because he had a surgery. Yeah, he needs to score some goals because, you know, he's level with Mane, I think, and Mo Salah for the Golden Boot this season. So I think that he needs to get some goals. He needs to score at least about 2 to get that Golden Boot. So I'm going to go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Playing alongside him is going to be Alexandre Lacazette. I don't think Lacazette had a great game against Wolves. Very, very quiet. I think Lacazette was very, very isolated at times as well. but he needs to put in a good performance. I've got no problem with his work rate or anything, but he needs to score some goals. So I'm going to go with Alexander Lacazette. So guys, that has been a preview. That has been my predicted lineup. Let me know in the comments box if you agree or if you disagree, and let me know of your predicted score. I would like us to get 3 points. That is a must. I would like us to get 3 points, but I'm actually going to go, my predicted score for this game, I'm actually going to go with a draw. I'm going to go 2-2. I think there will be goals in the game, but it's just down to our away record. But apart from that, I would really like to see us get the 3 points. But that's my scoreline. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. Guys, if you didn't miss it already, go and check out my latest video, which is the Premier League tour. I went down to Stratford today to go and see it, which I didn't know. One thing I didn't know about, now they done a live Q&A down there. Now I came away from there because I thought it was only going to be Wayne Bridge, the ex-Man City and Chelsea player. But I only found out when I got home today that Kevin Campbell was also there. So it was an opportunity missed to have an interview or, you know, have a picture with him. But, you know, it is what it is. So guys, if you are new to my channel, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button, and make sure you're hitting that notification bell so you don't miss another video. Until the players' ratings after the game tomorrow, I will see you lot soon. I am out of here.